Alright, part 7, the purpose. So right now, you got all these people with points of views and values about everything. You got celebrities talking about how to conduct themselves in the streets. You got government trying to tell people how they want things to be. You have just so many different avenues that I really care less to speak on, right? I don't give a shit. At the end of the day, like, it's not something I actually think about. Because self-preservation and light preservation is the most important thing. All praises to the Most High, divine creator of all creators and creations. I believe people are so far gone from what divine has created them to be, everything else becomes more of a priority. This is not like something to where, this is going, like I said, I already know people don't like what I'm saying, you know what I mean? Like, I use the same methods they use to hide, I use to see who's watching my shit. So I get it, you know what I'm saying? There's no salvation. You're not safe because you're black. You're not safe. You're not safe because you think black people are the creation that wasn't supposed to be created or wasn't created by the demon that you call God or the fallen that you call God. You're not safe. Earth is not a place of salvation no more. It's not a place where everything has been usurped and everything is a lie. So the best you can do is hold on to what you come in this world as a baby as. That's it. You're going to learn how to talk. You're going to learn how to fail. You're going to try to get yourself involved in everything. People are going to say, well, what am I supposed to do? Starve to death, da-da-da-da. I get it. Yo. Oh, I don't want to have the bare minimum. I don't want to live like this, live like that. Well, it's not supposed to be a choice. Who does it? If you are, that's why you have a soul. That's why you have a third eye. To combine these things. You have to combine yourself in order to get back to what that is. We're so far removed from these things as an aspect. Your chance to get back is to create these beings. That's how you get back to what divine created. You are now creating what you was, recreating what you were by understanding this as a conscious understanding. This is why vibrating on the womb. This is why having a woman who's in the right paradigm to connect with someone. This is why having that structure as a value, that you two come from the same balance and rise together with each other's support. This is what the importance of these things are. Why you think it's a detriment to tear them apart so much? Why do you think it's so imperative to keep you separate? Why do you think it's so imperative to downgrade and displace and dismantle? Like, let's not look at what's being said. Look at why it's being said. Look at why the process exists. Nobody's separating demon energy. Nobody out here like, yo, you two don't need to be together because you're causing problems. No, you're holding on to that shit for fucking dear life. You're out here like, yo, I can't let go because this is what I fucked up with. Are you fucking stupid? Like, that's the realest shit ever. Like, people are failing in the fallen's way. You're failing the same way the fallen did. And then you want to get it back. Don't you think the fallen want to get back home? Don't you think that'll be the greatest thing for Satan to actually have, him and his fallen ones? You know what I'm saying? To say, well, look, they decided to let us back in. They're going to give us all our universal energy back, and we can go home. We can go back to work. We can go back to work for the Almighty. Don't you think that's what they want? I just think they want that more than sitting here looking at y'all fail over and over and over. This concept is what gets past everybody's understanding. When divine creates, it's only for that circumstance. So when divine created beings to be seeds, it is impossible to have that serve you in 100% totality. It'll never work because divine created it for a value. Even if you manipulate it, twist it, turn it, stick it in the air, drown it in the water, burn it, it's still going to do, no matter how far you set it back, it's still going to eventually come back to what divine meant for it to be. And the same thing for the things that were condemned out of their own choice. You can lie, you can drink blood, you can eat the babies, you can eat the pineal, you can manipulate, you can create sin, you can create whitewashing, you can make a world all for your own people. You know what I'm saying? About money and da-da-da-da. You can change divine's people against divine's people, but you are still only gonna be condemned. Don't matter how you make it. No matter what you do. Just as much as Satan want to argue, go back and forth and say it was his and he thought it was like this and they didn't like that and they don't care how they wanted to receive and all this. It don't matter how Satan combats the Almighty. You will always be condemned. It knows that. It knows that. Why you think you got these energies going against stupid? Like they think I can call on some demons that help me do X, Y, Z. You're stupid. Divine set everything in motion how it was supposed to be in motion. And once that motion is set, that is how it's set. No matter how you wiggle, no matter how you kick and scream, no matter how you fight the chains and all that, that's how it is. The love for the divine, the pure unconditional love that can be harnessed by the creations for the Almighty is what gives them power to make choices. Listen, this going to even mess up the ones that are on divine side. Like I was telling you about Michael and the angels and all them and how they play roles. It's going to even mess them up, right? Divine don't need y'all to do nothing. But the unconditional love that they have for the Almighty gives them power. Everything is young. When that divine energy came into fruition or into existence, it was here eons, 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 and eons, and eons, and light years before the first Guardians was even created. Divine is all powerful, almighty. That means divine was able to see the whole timeline of everything that ever was going to exist. Ever. Their choices, what they were going to do, how it was going to end out. It's the power of being almighty. You know through and through everything that you touch. Everything. Their passion comes from the fact of having respect for the creations of Almighty. So they can play these particular roles. Divine ain't going to let nothing happen to them. They'll get stronger. That's okay. Even the lower. They chose out of love to go down and be the change that, or keep the spaces from merging. Almighty don't need help from nothing. Almighty needs you to know your place. Do your job. Know your place. We're so far from that type of understanding. Everybody just talking. Everybody just moving. Making decisions. You gotta be pretty enough. You gotta be handsome enough. You gotta have enough money. This shit don't mean nothing. That don't mean anything. And that is the top of the world for some people. That is the epitome of life for them. You know what I'm saying? That's the epitome. It's a sad reality. Sad reality. Talk about brought low. The one that went against divine. The one that goes against divine. Right? Satan. To argue with the Most High. Right? To argue in court. To state your case. The law still hasn't changed. It still hasn't changed. What's supposed to happen still will happen. It has been happening. There's just setbacks. And those setbacks have to affect the value of its placement. So because Satan was banished, stripped, condemned, every time that entity makes a notion, it has to be reminded that it is banished, stripped, and condemned. All praises to the Almighty. People use terms like warrior. I used it. Warrior. Strength. Decisions. Choices. Protection. How you feel. What you're going to do. Somebody got on one of my posts, right, that I put out on Facebook, and I'm advertising what I try to do to make a little money. Because regardless, and they laughed. Their emoji to my post was laughter. Automatically, the weak side of me, right, the fleshly side, wanted me to ask a question, like tag the person, ask them what's so fucking funny. Right? I could have did that. Normally I would have done that. But what's indifferent to that choice? I could just block them, right? I can block them from having access to that page. Knowing me, how I normally am, I would have cursed them out, stooped to their level, and joined in on their condemnment. But I chose to block them. Period. Just block them. End of that. Get back to being next to the divine. Every night before I go to sleep, I ask the divine to help me see and comprehend what divine wants me to know. My dreams, the process. Allow me to understand what you want me to get out of these things that are taking place. Other people ask for more of what they already fucked up. They ask for more in some direction of failure. The more you stay close to the plan that divine had for you, is when you start getting what divine has for you. There's no other gifts that are greater than it. Our families set us up in certain ways to have certain growths because they knew the power that you was going to come into, and they knew those circumstances that you had in your energy would need that boost that would carry the family. Otherwise, other people would have been charged with those things. They would have gave those things to you, but they knew the failure that you carried and knew that you couldn't handle that. That's why you don't have it now. That's why you fucked it up. They know you wasn't built like that. That's the fallen. You will constantly replicate all disobedient acts that followed the same energy. And for the most part, these things has happened so far, right, so long ago, that most people don't even see it as a reality anymore. They just say, I can do what I want. This is life. Failing is life. Losing is life. Being disrespectful is life. Not believing is life. No, those are the traits of the fallen. So you're in that world of the fallen. You've also decided to condemn yourself. Even the ones that hoard things that will benefit of value to bring comfort and energy to people, you've decided to hoard that. So now you're telling divine that you don't deserve that. I can talk till I'm blue in the face. People don't care until I actually hit them. You can tell them this is what you're going to deal with, because it's what you spent your energy on. They don't care until it smacks them dead in the face, and then they like, Father, please. There's no forgiveness on you choosing the path of the fallen. The fallen didn't get forgave, so why would divine decide to forgive you? You see how they lied to you in your church? See how they lied to you? Because they want you to think that way. They need the seeds of divinity to think in the ways that are pressed onto them. So therefore, you create it through your imagination. It was told that you will be great, a light source that will come off of this field and be a light source off to serve more life. You have Satan, that combating, disobedient, manipulating energy. It creates manipulators, sinners. It creates manipulation to have you cause sin. I don't have to say, why are you doing this? Why are you interfering? Why you stab me? I don't have to say none of that. I know who you are by your actions. Truth can stand by itself. What court do I need to be in? I'm standing with the divine. There's no court. There's no revelation. This is what Satan wants. Another opportunity to speak his piece. To show up and go tell everyone. So they can believe in you. This is not a court. This is not a revelation. This is not another again. You've chosen. You can be chosen or you can choose. In all your arrogance of what you believe that you are. You will be held responsible for your choices. Just like the one that combats, the one that goes against, places that frequency, that energy in other places. So now you spreading that shit. People who are wrong stay wrong because they can't accept accountability. Do you think Satan would accept accountability? And best believe the option was there. The chance was there for them just to go back to work. No, they came together. They came together and they said, no, we gonna fight. Fight? I created you. There's no fight. What are you talking about? We will not go down there and support them. Oh, okay. It's not what you're going to do? All right. Well, give me all my power back then. Because that's what I gave you all this for. Give me what I gave you back. That's what I gave it to you for. Give me what I created you in back to me and go. Matter of fact, you don't just get to go. You go where I told you was going to go in the first place without what I gave you to do it right. So now you have to do it down there without the divine power. Let's see how long this takes for you to get this message. So now they're condemned to a place without divine energy, only to still have to follow what they were told to do in the first place. They'll never get it. Never. That's the rawest form of suffering. I gave you universal power to do what you were made for. And because you went against the almighty creator of all creators and creations, and you decided to Satan in court, your job was to go against, like that wasn't already pre-seen and it's pristine. I knew this is what you were going to do. I spoke this as a child. I spoke this as an infant. I knew what you were going to do. So now you are condemned to what your job condition is, only for you to still remember that this is what you were told to do in the first place, and without divine guidance and assistance, you will still do what you are told. That's a hard pill to carry right there. That's a big rock to swallow. Because you could have just did it right the first time and actually got more out of that by doing it right the first time. Being obedient. You would have got something that would have helped you along the way in the process, but you chose to make your own decision based off those notions. You went against the Almighty. I feel it should be here. I think that this not supposed to be for you. I believe that they don't deserve. They are seeds. They are seeds. That ain't none of your damn business what they grow into. How they grow ain't none of your business. Go water the plants, like I told you. I say. The only thing that revels in this failing energy is ones who don't recognize what that is. And keep in mind, there was no character trait. So this was all new. Oh, wait, what is that? What are you doing? They're doing Satan. They're going against the Almighty. Wait, what is that? This is exciting. Just that fast. You was addicted to that. At one point, you knew it was wrong. If something had to damage those creations that you had, like when you was in a different energy, you would have fought tooth and nail to keep that energy away from what you so-called created. But you didn't do that when it came to other things. It's like you were trying to have tit for tat. Oh, it's your turn to get back now. Oh, I can let them fail. I can let them be hurt like this happened to mine. You kind of tell on yourself red-handed. You tell on yourself. I'll let that happen to them because remember what you did to mine? But you're not the Almighty. You're Satan. You're contesting the Almighty. Oh, I won't bow down. I'll be quiet till I get my opportunity to get my hit back. Right. That's not fair. Oh, life ain't fair. This happened to me. All this contentment. You gonna check the Almighty. You gonna check the Almighty? Wow. Man, that's powerful. It's stupid, but it's powerful. Because you really believe that's something that you can do. And no matter what, you get the opportunity to be as dumb as you want. You can be as stupid as you want. Go do it. Go ahead. It will be allowed. So therefore, what's given to you can be taken away. Because you forgot. That same power you think you carry was a gift. The reason why you believe you can take from someone. You can lie on someone. You can manipulate. You can create manipulation to cause sin. All that you're using to do that was given to you. It won't be far from the fact if you wake up a bumbling idiot, sitting there not knowing what to say, how to say it, dribbling boo-boo out your mouth. People are like, what happened? What'd they take? How'd they get here? Let's not forget everything you did before you got there. Oh, it couldn't have been, they couldn't have did that. Why? They was a fuck up before. That's all they ever did was F up their whole life. But it's somebody else's fault. You want to blame somebody else because it ain't too far from what you are. Divine said you will know them by their fruits. Divine said you will know them by their fruits. Only an idiot to keep eating mold. Who fault is that? The one that believe they can contest the Almighty. You thought you could go against divine. Okay. You will be condemned. It's no different for you and no one else. It happened to one of the greatest ones. And they ain't got no solution still to this day. They'll tell you whatever they want to tell you. There's no solution. They will be condemned for eternity. You know what eternity is? Forever. 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 That was your choice. Don't worry about what divine going to do for what you did too. You decide to let it down. You decided to go against what divine put light in. You said, I'm not going down there to do that for them. No, I ain't. Yes, you will. But you'll do it with lesser power now. You'll do it with lesser capability. And you'll keep coming back and doing it with lesser capability. You'll be stripped even more next time. You'll be a bumbling idiot next time. Worse than what you is right now. All praises to the Most High Creator of all creations and creators. It's a fact. See, it's a respect that's missing. And that respect that keeps getting taken for granted. The fact that you are given the things that you think are so great about yourself can be taken from you. That's why you got to go try to get somebody to request and lie and cheat and steal. You think you're doing something new? No, that's how sin started. They had to manipulate the children in order to get them to sin. You are just only expressing your weakness. You're expressing your failure and your side switch. You was in good standing with divine. You was. You was in great standing with the divine until you went against the same elders that told you not to do that because that wasn't for you. You think that was your ancestors telling you that? You think that was your authority, your family? That wasn't them. That was divine speaking through them. Don't do that. That's not for you. He or she is not the one. Don't do that. It's not going to be what's for you. You're gonna banish yourself into a situation you're gonna cry to get out of. Oh, why they steal this? Why they steal that? Everybody on the face of the earth right now is facing this same energy. Oh, I thought I could. I thought. Stop thinking and do what you're told. Follow that first thought. You are a creation that has mechanisms in you that guide you. You won't listen to that because you are based off disobedience. There is no religion that exists. There is only truth, and then there's disobedience. There's only the Almighty Creator, the energy that sustains all things, and it's something that goes against that. That's it. There's no religion that exists. Period. The end of that. ... They've created all these facets to keep you in a headspace, to make you question. Satan is actually tired of that. He's tired of it. Like, yo, you ain't gonna never be as bad as me. And best believe, since I know there's no out on my side, I don't want you coming over here. Because now, and think about this now. Just think about this. If the fallen knew that manipulation was going to work so well, why would he have to create a culture? Why would he have to create a whole nother culture? He's like, yo, I ain't even have to create these bumbling idiots. But I created them. Now it's more in the way. I ain't never heard so much stupid stuff come out of people's mouth. I ain't even mean to go this far. We on 32. But, yeah. NAGA the Wise. Part 7.